relationships are absolutely the core of our business, whether that's with real estate agents or with our clientele. Like we tell people when we close a loan, we're like, we are your friends for life. We are going to add you on Facebook. We are going to text and email and come to your baby's birthday party. I'm offended if I'm not at your wedding. Like we are friends.
We actually say that in an email and we mean it.
Yeah.
We mean it. We want to be your friends for life.
Welcome back to Good Better Broker as we welcome in Alix, Pate, and Loli Martinez Calbert. They are the Dream Team with Dream Team Lending, part of Mortgage Masters based in Northern California. Alix, Loli, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Wow, that was so in rhythm. That's actually perfect for this conversation because we're going to talk about your partnership and why it works so well. But before we get to that, a bit about both of you. You have over 30 years of mortgage experience combined. You founded Dream Team Lending back in 2022, and you're both former retail LOs who met while working at a bank back in the day. So as we get the conversation started, Loli, tell me about the partnership between the two of you and why you think it works so well.
Well, I think it works so well because we have a lot in common. We are a dynamic duo and we have over 12 years of working together and we're best friends. We're best friends, but we're so similar. We're very fast. We have the same values. We love people. We're honest. So we have a lot of things that kind of bring us together.
Mm-hmm. And trust in each other, I would say. We know that if one of us is spearheading a file, that the same level of customer service is going to be given no matter who the point is.
So I always like to ask our guests this when it's a tag team like the two of you are. Alix, tell me how you go about dividing and conquering when it comes to the responsibilities of the business.
So we like to say you get two loan officers for the price of one, right? So we truly divide on what we are good at. We are doing 50-50, but maybe I am more of, tech forward. I'm doing more of the marketing side of things where she is handling the back ends of running a business. There's still checks that need to be written, books to be balanced, and we kind of divide that way.
Receipts to scan in, all the busy work stuff, but it's important because it matters when we go to file our taxes. So you need somebody kind of in charge of the paperwork part of it and then someone in charge of the marketing part of it. And that's her strength and that's my strength.
And one thing that you both do, and both of you told me this, I think separately, when we were speaking before the interview, is that you do your own stunts. You both are doing everything related to the business. Describe what that's like, Loli, and just knowing that you've got that partner there to help you cover all your bases.
It's amazing. I actually wouldn't want to do it without her. Honestly, I did it without her for many years. And once we came together, honestly, it's like the best decision I ever made because honestly, we do it together and it makes it more fun. It makes work fun. You want to come to work and then you have someone that you can rely on when you need help with something.
Yes.
It's a second set of eyes on a file. It's advice. It's somebody to catch a mistake because we are human. We are not robots. We make mistakes. And so we catch each other's mistakes. We look over things and we really help each other.
And can we say share grievances too? Because seriously, it's a hard business, right? So my husband would probably get annoyed if I was coming home complaining every day. So we can just yell at each other and then come home happy as clay.
It's like having a therapist right there with you in the office. That's great. Alix, you came in here with your camera. You were talking about some of the marketing and the tech that you're into. And you were telling me that the two of you have made a pact, if you will, to increase visibility. How have you gone about that?
Okay, so we've always been a team, obviously, 12 years. But when COVID hit, we all went on lockdown. We were still on the tail end of our retail side. So when we finally decided that we were jumping to the broker side, I said, we better obviously build this brand. We had always been the Dream Team, but not Dream Team Lending. And we said, we have to get back out there so that people know we're still doing loans because we were all fat and happy behind our computers at home doing refis.
It's true.
So we made a pact with each other, very visible. We are at every single one of our real estate associations marketing meetings every Tuesday, and that awarded us, we got Affiliate of the Year, so we have our own parking spot.
It's
but that, and then obviously our social media presence, we try to make sure that we're on top of that. We even help other people with their social media. We were both on the board for Women's Council of Realtors. We got an award for that too.
We go to a lot of events, a lot of things that we're invited to, a lot of community events, a lot of work events,
charities
within the community. And so We make it a point to be out there because there are still people that call or text and say, "Hey, are you still doing loans?" Yes. Because you want everyone to know that we're still doing this. Nobody retired. Nobody
Yep.
retired.
So all this pounding of the pavement that you're doing, going to all these events and meetings, Loli, how would you say it has impacted the amount of volume that you've done?
We absolutely have seen the fruit of our labor.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Because people now, they know us, they trust us, they like us, they see us, and our reputation speaks for itself. They want to work with us. And we've made friends with not just our clients, but the people that we network with and the realtors and the people that we want to work with. We've become friends with them.
I
Oh,
wanna say specifically social media. We have our 3rd one, just sent paperwork over, but in this month just from Instagram.
it's true.
Mhm.
A third loan this month just from
Yeah.
Instagram. That's amazing. And your brand, by the way, I love the look of it. Your website's very sleek.
Thank you.
You got the content on there, so I think you're doing a great job with it. Uh,
Thank you. Alex is very on top of that.
not surprised. It seems like you guys just have all your I's dotted and T's crossed and all that. But one thing I want to ask you about is your tagline, Loli, because um, you were telling me about it, and I want you to be the one that shares it with the audience. But tell us the tagline and how it reflects the way that the two of you do business.
So we say that we are fast, friendly, and efficient. And we've been saying that actually since we got together.
Mhm.
And it's true. We are. We're fast, friendly, and efficient. When you work with us, you know that we are going to get back to you within 24 hours. You know that we are on top of our stuff and we're good at what we do. And we love people and we love our jobs. And it shows.
Relationships are absolutely the core of our business, whether that's with real estate agents or with our clientele. Like we tell people, when we close a loan, we're like, we are your friends for life.
Life.
We are going to add you on Facebook. We are going to text and email and come to your baby's birthday party. I'm offended if I'm not at your wedding.
I
Like we
forgot.
are friends.
We actually say that in an email and we mean it.
Yeah.
We mean it. We want to be your friends for life.
When I was asking you, Loli, about what separates you, I mean, yeah, you're fast, you're friendly and efficient, but a lot of brokers, a lot of LOs can say that. But I was asking you, what is it that separates you from your competition? And you told me something interesting. You said that quite simply, it's the dynamic that the two of you have. Explain how that helps with business.
Well, we're both high energy. We're both positive. We both are motivated. We love our jobs and we have the same work ethic. And so we don't have to nobody has to check in on the other person and
Mhm.
make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Nobody has to make sure we don't micromanage each other. We really just support each other and we're there to check in with each other and help each other.
And
And
quite frankly, we can be in two places at once. And that's the truth of it. It's one pot, but if she has to go to this meeting and I have to go to this meeting, you know that the dream team is there. We really have built a brand where we are one person and just might say, "Hey, tell Loli I said hi. Tell Alex I said hi."
yeah, it's true. And most people don't mind who they get.
Mm-mm.
And the fact that the two of you know each other so well lends itself to a relationship where you can push each other. And I want you to talk about this, Loli, because you were saying that, if one of you doesn't want to do something, even though it probably should be done, the other has no problem at all pushing the other to do that.
It's true. It's true. This podcast is a great example of that. And I say
All
that
right, who had to push the other to actually do this?
because she loves this. This is like honestly, she was so excited and I was nervous. But it's not a bad thing. That's part of the beauty of our team is that, we bring different sides, just I'm a Gen X, she's a millennial. But so we do have differences, different strengths,
Mhm.
different weaknesses, but she is literally so excited and I'm a little nervous. But tomorrow I'm going to be super glad that we were here.
It's true.
It is
And I
true.
might be kicking and screaming because I don't want to go to a meeting or something. And she makes me go. I get to throw a fit first and then I go.
But that only works because the two of you are so close, right?
Absolutely.
Like you can't just do that with a business associate or a business partner who you're not really, really close with.
No, well, Loli got married last year and I even joked with her husband. I was like, she's ours. I filed taxes with her first.
And she wasn't kidding.
I'm not kidding.
She wasn't
Like it's a
kidding.
marriage. We are trusting each other with our families and
The thing
We
is,
do file
though,
taxes together.
we do file taxes together, but we also have goals.
Yes.
So we have a business plan from the beginning of the year. We have goals. So when I'm pushing her and she's pushing me, it's something that we've both already agreed at the beginning of the year. Hey, we're going to be visible, or we're going to double our production, or whatever it is that we've decided we're going to do. So it's not like we can look at each other and go, yeah, no, we changed our mind. We're not going to do that.
Alix, you were telling me that what you do for a living is very personal. Explain what that means.
I mean, I think going back to the relationship part of things, we really want our clients to feel very confident when they're making such a large purchase, right? This is probably the largest loan they're ever going to have, largest debt. And so with that, we always joke we're like gatekeepers to a secret world. And we want you to feel empowered when you go out there and you step into this home and you already know, I can do this. And you know, I can text Loli and Alix right now and they'll tell me exactly what the payment is right now before I even make the offer. And I think that's the most rewarding part of this business is seeing that light bulb go off for clients when they're like, oh, I didn't think I could. I didn't think it was attainable. Yes, you can. And that's why I love what we do. And that's why on our website right now, it says making financing feel personal because it is. It is. I'm basically going through your dresser drawer. I have everything but a blood sample. So you better be comfortable.
We hold their hands. We hold people's hands, and they need that and they want that.
No, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, the old adage, the way you do one thing is the way that you do everything, and it seems like that definitely rings true for the two of you. I want to go back to something about the dynamic between the two of you. We were talking about a minute ago. You were talking about filing for taxes together, and we were joking about that. But one of the things that really helps is that the fact is that you each have each other's calendars, and I want to ask you, Loli, how that impacts, not just scheduling, but also increases and enhances your communication with your referral partners and your clients.
It is actually amazing. And it does allow us to be in, like, it's literally two for the price of one. And we can be in the same place at the same time. And so what happens is, because this is the story that I had told you when I had talked to you, is that people will group text us. And then I will see Alix is at her baby soccer game. And so then I know I'm taking the call. And so it's great for business because there's always one of us that's covering, whether one of us is on vacation or the kids are sick or whatever we're doing. You can always reach one of us, and we take our business very seriously. And our customer service is very high level because we do have each other's calendars. We have each other's locations.
Well, I think that's what I was going to say too, is it's the deeper personal relationship that we have because we do share a work calendar, but she also has my personal calendar. I have her personal calendar. We do have each other's locations, so we know what's going to overlap. She might have a hair appointment, whatever it might be. It helps us, and it wasn't something we implemented until we came to the broker side. Honestly,
It's new.
It's new, and it's been amazing.
I mean, I guess the only downside to that is you can't take like a girls' weekend together.
No.
Oh, you can.
We do not. No, we take one day every year to reward ourselves. We just go get massages for the day in Napa because that's in our backyard, and then we get back to work.
And that's business planning.
All right,
That beginning.
That makes sense. Alix, you and I were joking kind of, or you were telling me kind of tongue in cheek that one of the cool parts about being in this partnership is that while I think you're both extremely personable, there might be some people out there who may not necessarily love dealing with one of you, but the nice part about that is they don't have to, because either they can go to Loli or vice versa, they can come to you.
Yeah. I truly believe, I mean, after doing this for so long with her, I can tell when someone's gravitating more towards Loli or gravitating more towards me. And that can be with any relationship, clients or even referral partners. And then we don't lose that transaction or that referral source. We get to just play to our strengths. So if they are a Loli person, they get Loli, and we still get the loan. And if it's me, then I'm the point person. And it's really a beautiful thing. I think there was one loan when we were on the retail side where they did not want to work with a female, and there was no loan loss.
Peace. Yeah. See you later.
That is a bummer, but right. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Their loss. You were telling me, and you were real passionate about this, Loli, that you really put an emphasis on working with and being around people who love their jobs. Why is that so important for you?
It is actually very important to me.
Mhm.
And honestly, I believe that that is why people want to work with us because we love our jobs. And it shows in every single thing that we do. Both of
Mhm.
us, we love our jobs. We love our careers. It is so rewarding. We help so many people and it's huge. When we call, if I call to verify employment, if I call to get insurance, if I'm calling anywhere, if I'm at a restaurant and someone doesn't love their job, I don't want to be there. I don't want to work with them. That just ruins my whole everything. It's not going to get done well. It's not going to get done fast. I don't want to work with that person. I want a supervisor or I want to hang up and call someone else.
She's not
And
kidding.
I'm not kidding.
And you know, I guess now you're at the point where you have the luxury of not having to work with everybody, because like you said, sometimes it's best to cut your losses and say, hey, maybe this isn't going to work.
Mhm.
No big deal. Usually when we do these conversations on the podcast here, I like to ask, our guests for their advice for others, about creating a successful partnership. But I don't know that I can even ask you both that, because this is not manufactured. This is something that it seems like the two of you, and stop me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the two of you were meant to work together.
That's so
I
sweet.
don't know. What do you think?
Thank you for saying that.
I do think so. I do think so. When I got into this business, I started as an intern and kind of went around to other LOs and tried to help on files and what could I do. And we just hit it off. And I'll never forget it because I was on the fast track, got my license, and our boss at the time was like, you sink or float. Like right now, you got to fly on your own or you team up with Loli. And she was seeing Barry Habib in Vegas, and I moved into her office. I'm like, I'm here. And I think that's honestly kind of our personality styles. Like
It's
when I
true.
got there, you were like, oh, I'm not too sure. And it worked out great.
Right. I was nervous about that too because, it could go either way. It's a big decision and you just don't know. But I literally came back from Vegas and I was like, oh, we're both going to fit in this it was a small office, Justin. And she literally just made herself fit in a little corner. And I was like, okay, we're doing this.
I don't mind.
And it's the best decision we've ever made, to be honest. And it's God. I do believe that God brought us
Yes.
together, and I do believe that it's God ordained. And honestly, it's not something that you can manufacture. And we could give people tips and everything,
Yeah.
but the truth is that we click
Mhm.
on so many different levels, and we are friends, and we have so much in common, and we play to our strengths and our weaknesses because we're not the same. Like obviously, I'm nervous to be here, and she's thrilled. So there are things that are different about us, but it actually is the beauty of our relationship is that we're not the same, and we do have some things that are different that we can play off of.
Mhm.
Well said. I think that, but like we are talking about, just a minute or two ago, this is not something that you can go out there and just find. I don't know, maybe there's like an app, like the dating apps, you can go out there
Right.
and find yourself a mortgage broker partner who will line up with you, business wise and personally. But good luck to anybody out there who can do it as well as the two of you. We appreciate your time, and it was great getting to chat with you. Alix,
Thank
Pate,
you.
Loli, Martinez, Calbert from Dream Team Lending. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
For having us.
Thank you for watching Good Better Broker and helping us support independent mortgage brokers everywhere. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to be notified about new videos, as well as your preferred podcast platform for a new episode every other Tuesday.